If you were sent back in time, could you survive and thrive, or would you be burnt at the stake for being a witch? Well, now you can find out. Welcome to PastMaster, the show that turns history into an AI-powered choose-your-own-adventure game. On this week's episode, we travel to medieval Africa to hang out with a billionaire. Mansa Musa was the richest guy who's ever lived. They say that his wealth is equivalent in modern currency would be about $700 billion.
That's a lot.
He ruled over Mali, and Mali produced most of the gold in West Africa. And basically this guy just owned effectively all the gold. But what can you give to the man who has everything?
So I was just looking at things that weren't quite invented yet. Paper money. So
They're not going to want that.
but think how heavy gold is. Just say this paper is worth that, and then you have to carry it all
It's a
around.
token.
But he doesn't. He's got 60,000 people
Alright.
to carry it.
He's got an industry of gold carriers
Yeah.
to support.
You don't need paper money.
There'd be a lot of workers' rights, man. Come on.
How about investing in an early space program? You know all these billionaires right now? They've got so much money that they're like, I'm just going to go into space. This guy is richer than all of them combined. My plan was to see if I could launch
Get into space
into space.
on a rocket made of gold.
Yeah.
Workers build your massive trebuchet launcher on palace grounds. The golden capsule gleams. The volunteer, a condemned prisoner promised freedom. That's pretty dark, actually. Goodness me. Trembled
I'm not surprised.
as he's sealed inside. Oh God, right.
Welcome back to the Hen and Hound, Tan, Keon. How's it going?
It's going
Hello.
good. It's always good to be back in the Hen and Hound.
Nice and toasty again. I feel like I've done a little bit of tidying now. So
It's looking good, man. It's looking very good.
It's a slight
Feels like home.
There's more space. I think you've got rid of the bench, and now there's like a sort of polar bear rug on a table.
Yeah.
And it's delightful.
a nice aesthetic. I think we just need to get all the sort of soft lighting, get the beer on tap.
The beer not on tap.
Well, there's nothing in there at the moment.
Oh.
There's a
Great
tap.
pub.
There's a tap, but there's no
There's
beer.
a tap, but it's like a prop, like for a theatre show.
No, I'm always excited when I know it's PastMaster night. That's a good day.
Is it like Christmas Eve when you?
It's sort of, yeah, because it's what have I got on tonight? Shopping? No, I'm going PastMaster.
Where am I going to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are we going to visit? What are we going to do?
Yeah, the world's our oyster.
Well, talking about the world, I've had a little side project going, which we just launched as a recording the other day. The PastMaster World Map.
It's cool. I've had a look at it and a play with it. It's
really cool.
What's it? Is it the PastMaster Globe? What are we calling
I
it?
don't know. PastMaster goes global.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If you go to map.pastmaster.ai, you can have a look. It's an interactive world map of, it's like a globe that you could spin, and there's little markers showing every location that we've been to on previous PastMaster adventures. And there's also a timeline where you can go back in time. But yeah, it was a fun project to make.
It's
Anyway.
so cool. I love maps as well. Like, I'm one of those losers that just sits at Google Maps and just like.
Like a geoguesser.
No, I'm not really going to that. But I do.
Like those lampposts. They must be from.
Keon, I'm with you there. It's the number of little villages in Pakistan or something. I've just gone in and got as close as I possibly can on the Google satellite, and it's just, I find it fascinating that you can look in that detail at something on the other side of the world and how similar it actually is to here.
I don't even do that. I just look at the map, stare at the map.
They're beautiful things, aren't they, maps?
But yeah, map.pastmaster.ai.
Check it out.
Check it out.
But-
really cool.
It is cool, but not only a great way of linking through to our episodes and showing us where we've been, it shows us also where we haven't been.
Yeah.
And goodness me,
There are some gaps.
There's a lot.
there's a lot of space that has not been
We barely
PastMastered.
touched Asia.
Yeah.
Africa has barely
And
had a
nothing in
pinprick
Africa.
in it.
One in Africa.
Well, so we had an episode where we went back to before the Big Bang.
Yeah.
So of course, where do you put that on it?
Yeah.
So for that one, I asked Claude naturally, like, where can I? Because I was getting Claude to give me the coordinates for each episode to put into like a file, and then I was like, what about like the South Pole? But actually, instead, I've gone for the pole of inaccessibility.
Ah, perfect.
Which is the place on Antarctica that is furthest away from land, so it's like the hardest place to get to.
Okay.
But we also visited the Garden of Eden.
Where does that go?
So I put that in the Rift Valley in Kenya, which is where modern humans
Came
first
from.
evolved.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but currently that's our only episode in Africa.
Well, there's Egypt, but that's kind of it's not
Done North
we haven't
Africa.
done sub-Saharan
Yeah,
Africa.
Yeah.
Also, it's very appropriate, I think, that you put the Lord of the Rings episodes in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Well, where else could they go?
Absolutely. Although annoyingly, I need to correct it. It's put both episodes right on top of the other.
Oh.
Like it's put them both in one filming location. So
Okay.
I'll go back in.
Spread it out.
adjust
Maybe
that.
North Island, South Island,
Yeah,
sort of
but
thing.
it's color coded. So I mean, mostly the idea was always that it's history, historical adventures. We've done a couple of fictions, and I mean, definitely the Big Bang one is full on fiction. So it's color coded. So if
Are you saying that Danny Dyer wasn't actually there at the Big Bang?
didn't create the universe? Yeah. But yeah, so you can go and have a browse, and I think the categories include things like crime. So we had a true crime episode.
Yeah.
When we've done like murder mysteries, that's crime. There's warfare. There's a figures. So if we've interacted
Like
with,
Napoleon or a...
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, if you've got any other suggestions of
Okay.
categories and stuff, I'd love to hear it. And one of the things that, apart from it just being interesting to make, say, it's really highlighted where we need to go, but also, yeah, like you look at the UK, obviously we're British, there's lots of stuff going on there, but it's kind of just, it's amazing in such a short period of time how many little places we've dipped our toes into.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've ever really done a deep dive. So the rest is history, where they do a 10-part series on like this one battle. Ours is more like go in, fuck shit up, leave.
Yeah. I think that sort of suits us, doesn't it, really?
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of, I think, Ryan, what we're going to be doing today, this is kind of inspired by, you've looked at the PastMaster globe and seen where we haven't visited. Is
Seen
that
some blank
inspired
spaces.
what you're going to be doing today?
Yeah, so I'd like to be the player today.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a live playthrough. I haven't prepared anything, but I have actually I've taken some notes. I've taken
Excellent.
your
Good,
advice.
good to see. Good to
I've
see.
got a notebook and I've written down some notes. Yeah, so I think it's about high time we did a proper adventure in Africa.
Okay.
So I was doing a bit of research, trying to think where would be interesting to go. And I came across Mansa Musa. Have you heard of him?
I have heard of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. Keelan, have you heard of Mansa Musa?
There's a song by Anderson .Paak called that, but I don't know what it is. I just like the song.
So Mansa Musa was the richest guy who's ever lived. And they say that his wealth is equivalent in modern currency would be about $700 billion.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. So Elon Musk is, I don't know,
Small fry.
he's $400 billion.
Because the song's about him being like really rich. So he
is-
must be liking himself to
like,
Mansa Musa.
the richest guy who ever lived.
Ah.
And yeah, he was so rich that he had $700 billion. And the reason he was so rich, he was the emperor of Mali in 1312, so the 14th century, early 14th century. And he ruled over Mali, and Mali and surrounding areas produced most of the gold in West Africa. And basically this guy just owned, effectively, he had a stranglehold on all of the gold production and just dominated that. So he effectively owned all the gold. And he personally owned more gold than most countries today have. So to put it in perspective, I think modern Mali has a GDP of $19 billion. This guy had 700 billion
Yeah.
in the 14th century.
So where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, it's mad. So I thought that what an interesting character to meet and find out more about his lifestyle and what did he do with all this money?
How did he become so rich? Sorry.
So the gold production, basically.
Yeah.
Mali produced.
But why did he? Why did he personally?
He was the emperor of Mali, so
Oh, so he just
like-
got
like all the swans belong
okay.
to the king, and
Okay,
all the
okay.
gold belongs to Mansa Musa.
Right. Smart.
So Tan, I thought if you wouldn't mind being game master
Sure.
today,
Okay.
and then I've got a few ideas of what I'd like to do, but I might just sort of see game
where it
masters.
goes.
You want to come meet the dude, yeah?
Absolutely want to meet the dude.
Before he's super rich, or when he's already
I
the
think he was.
emperor?
Well, I don't know the full history, but I think he was basically always.
He
super
just
rich.
when he became the emperor, he just inherited it all.
Yeah, basically. I don't know if he personally consolidated the power and stuff like that. It'd be interesting to find that out. But yeah, I've got a few ideas that I could persuade him to spend that money on, and we'll see.
Apparently, according to the World Wide Web, Musa ascended to power in the early 1300s under unclear circumstances. So
Maybe we can
bit of
find out.
mystery-
Find out what the circumstances were.
Exactly. Maybe he did a sort of Dad Go Star-esque power play with the
Planted a rumour.
yeah.
So yeah, the main thing that's well known about this guy is when he did the hajj to Mecca, and which every Muslim has to go,
Yeah.
able-bodied once in their lifetime. And apparently he had 60,000 people in his entourage.
60,000?
60,000 people.
Crikey.
How they not lose him?
60,000. So, yeah, that's like Glastonbury.
I thought you were watching him. No, I thought you were watching him. Who saw him last?
Imagine like a stadium filling band.
Yeah.
Their entourage, maybe like 10 people, 20 people. Yeah, 60,000 people. And that included 12,000 slaves, and each slave carried a 2-kilogram golden staff with them. And this is my favourite bit. Every Friday he built a new mosque wherever they were.
Crikey.
So just, we've travelled forward, I don't know, 10 miles. Just build another mosque.
Make me another mosque.
It's like the ultimate.
So is that what the entourage was for? Just to build mosques as they went along?
They built mosques. They gave away loads of gold.
Right.
So much when they got to Cairo. He gave away so much gold that he crashed the economy, and it took 10 years for the Cairo economy to recover. And the currency at the time was gold dust, and they would just carry bags and bags of gold dust. So you can see why I want to go meet this guy. Like, this sounds interesting.
But he sounds like he was out of control. He just had too much gold, basically.
I mean, yeah, we think Elon Musk is too rich, right? This guy is.
I didn't realise he was the richest man who'd ever lived.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about, I think, a gladiator. He was like the Playboy gladiator in Rome. I can't remember what his name was. And they said if he were alive today, he would be way richer than any footballer.
Marcus Licinius Crassus.
What's his name?
Marcus Licinius Crassus.
He was the ultimate Playboy gladiator.
Yeah.
I think his net worth would have been £12 billion in today's money.
Nice.
But that's nothing compared to Musa, is it?
No. You're missing a zero. Here's a quick reminder on how this works. We've created a set of instructions that we give to an AI tool like ChatGPT. And this essentially tells it all of the rules of the game. The AI then acts as our game master, and it decides what happens after each action that we give it. One of us will be the player, and one of us will read out what the game master says, complete with terrible attempts at accents. It's a bit like the original text adventure RPG games, or one of those choose your own adventure books where you have various options on how to proceed. Only with the AI, it's open-ended, so anything can happen, and usually does. Yeah, so fascinating character, and I think that period would be really cool to visit. So at the same time, Europe was about, I think, having the 100 Years' War, about to be hit by the Black Death, pretty miserable, whereas this guy's like blinging it up.
Giving out gold.
Yeah, giving out gold. So.
Cool, okay. Well, should we do it then?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Welcome to PastMaster, a time travel adventure where knowledge is your greatest weapon and survival is never guaranteed. What's your name, traveller, and which era of history would you like to visit?
I was just debating doing the standard Ryanardo, but I don't really want to influence it by it. I think I've just said
Leonardo.
Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll play it. We'll play it straight. Because sometimes when I use Ryanardo, it puts Leonardo da Vinci into
there
the
somehow.
idea of the ether, and then it just actually affects the game. So
Okay, I'm Ryan.
I'd like to go to the year. Which year was the Hajj? I think 13. Oh, so he was emperor between 1312 and 1337. So I want to go 1330.
Okay.
In Mali, please. And I wonder if we should press go.
Yep.
Well, we'll see. Maybe it will know.
Well, don't worry. I've got a feeling. I think it knows what's up. Just to note, we're using Claude. I've got it on concise mode, so we should be pretty breezy about this.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Mali, 1330. Ryan, you've arrived in ancient Mali during the reign of Mansa Musa, the richest man in history. Gold dust fills the air of Timbuktu, so it's
Fills the air.
there's literally so much gold that's everywhere.
You think it's like walking into a cloud of deodorant. It's bad.
Caravans stretch to the horizon. The great university at Sankore buzzes with scholars. Your mission? Secure a trade agreement with Mansa Musa to bring Mali's gold to your home time period.
Oh,
Holy
so
moly.
to travel through time.
I think so. Create a wormhole with Mansa Musa and present day.
I like that.
That is a bit sci-fi.
It probably means just bury it or something and then uncover it. But he is so rich. So I'll tell you what my plan might have been. I was thinking, all these billionaires right now, they've got so much money that they're like, I'm just going to go into space. That's what they're doing.
That's their thing.
They're so rich. They're like, we'll build rockets and go to space. This guy is richer than all of them combined. I reckon my plan was to see if I could launch...
Get into space.
Get into space.
On a rocket made of gold.
Yeah. So I wonder if I could sort of persuade them just to invest loads of this money and, you know, maybe make some kind of human golden catapult that's so powerful.
It can catapult a man into space.
Just fling him. You know those, what are they called, the siege things?
What, a trebuchet?
A trebuchet. But like really powerful. Made of gold.
Okay.
What's with all the caravans?
I think it's just like a caravan. It's not like a caravan park, is probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I'm picturing a thing that you put to your toe to your car.
Yeah, it's not one of them, Keon. I think on this occasion, a caravan is like a trade mission. So it might have loads of camels, there might be carts. It's basically like a trade convoy. If you like.
So it's not like the ones you get down in Butlins.
It's not like a holiday park in Devon.
I didn't think they had caravans back then, yeah.
Yeah, I think that they called it
What
a
would
caravan.
they time to? There's no cars yet, so it'll be a bit counterproductive.
Just put it on the back of a camel and then off you go to Butlins, yeah.
So the caravan might have come before a car.
I think they had caravans before they had cars, ironically.
Carts, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They just weren't made out of ugly white plastic at the time.
Okay, you must convince Mansa Musa of your value while avoiding being executed as a spy or a witch.
Ooh.
Okay.
And is this, sorry, we're not on hard mode, are we?
Right. This is Goldilocks mode.
Goldilocks mode.
So
okay.
I've refined Goldilocks. This is the 5th iteration of Goldilocks mode. There are stakes, but it's not wild.
Okay. And have you tested it on concise mode? Because didn't we do concise mode and it was just too concise once?
Well, this is. I feel
got a good balance.
confident this is a good balance, but we'll see. We can always up the verbosity if needs be.
Increase the verbosity by 10%, please, Claude.
You stand in the bustling marketplace of Timbuktu. Merchants shout in Mandinka and Arabic. The heat is oppressive. You wear simple traveller's clothes that mark you as a foreigner. What do you do?
Yeah, so I hadn't actually planned out anything of what I was going to do. I just assumed that I'd be able to speak to him and tell my plan. So I've got to get an audience with him, persuade him that I am
worth meeting,
listening to, and So I think I will try and go down the route of being a knowledgeable. I come bearing gifts of knowledge from faraway lands. I don't know if they'll ask me to. I'll say from Europe if needs be. And I come seeking an audience with Mansa Musa. But I don't know who I'm saying this to. I'm just standing.
Just stand there and bellow it to the air.
I'm just standing in the street going, "I come bearing gifts," as all these people like walk past choking.
What are your gifts?
I haven't thought about that yet. I think I'll probably try and tell him I've come up with an ingenious way of making caravans more efficient or something, like with a tow bar. Yeah, something to do with that.
I was literally picturing. Sorry, just to go back to it. You know when like the fair is in town.
Yeah.
And you just That's what I was imagining when you said that.
Maybe that's a
real horrible old white caravan just lined up.
Like a Winnebago type thing. Do you want to mention any of this, your caravan knowledge at the moment, or are you going to just bellow it into the air?
I'm trying to think what they would want. I mean, what do you...
I guess you could just say, look, ask me anything, tell me anything, and I'll make it for you.
What does the person who's so rich that they can have anything, what do they want?
Well, you're from the future, so...
Well, yeah, I don't want to lead with that.
But Steve Jobs with the iPhone, people didn't know they needed the iPhone until he put it in front of them. What do you think someone from that era...
Yeah.
Once they've got it, they'll be like, oh my God, how did I live before this arrived?
But I also don't want to have to like faff around inventing electricity and stuff. Although that probably would be handy if I'm trying to get in space.
So it's got to be something that's really easy to make, but just addictive and great fun.
Like Candy Crush, but made out of...
blocks of wood.
Blocks of wood.
How about an addictive, what about something like a game that's really addictive? So Monopoly is like, it's a phenomenon, like how popular that was.
Explain that, yeah.
And also, like, money as a narrative, like, money is their thing, right?
This guy knows all about... Because I was thinking, like, I could help him launder his money, but he hasn't necessarily... He's not got it from real games. Yeah. Does he just not know what to spend his money on? because I got some great ideas.
Yeah, you could be his
like,
personal assistant.
yeah, like a financial advisor. You know, like a style wardrobe. So you've got to buy this, got to buy that. So that's what I want to do. I want to somehow persuade the people who can get me in front of him that I've got such great ideas that he should just allow me an audience.
Yeah.
So I was just looking at things that weren't quite invented yet,
Okay.
but was
On the cusp.
was on the cusp. And one of them is, I think we've talked about it before, eyeglasses.
Oh, yeah.
1400, so he wouldn't have had those yet. Mechanical clocks didn't exist until the 1400s. Gunpowder, maybe you could make. Can you make gunpowder with
Fireworks?
gold dust?
I think that's how you
Or
make it.
mix them. Then you can have golden fireworks. That is sick.
I'll write that down. Golden fireworks.
Paper money. So
They're not going to want that.
but think how heavy gold is. Be like, you're carrying all this gold around for
These
your
poor
wealth.
camels in your
Yeah,
caravan.
like you could just turn this into, just say this paper is worth that, and then you don't have to carry it all
it's a
around.
token.
But he
Keep it-
doesn't. He's got 60,000 people
Alright.
to carry it.
He's got an industry of gold carriers
Yeah.
to support.
You don't need paper money.
There'd be a lot of workers' rights, man. Come on.
Okay, do you want to mention any of this stuff at the moment, or do you just want to say, I'm seeking an audience, I've got gifts of knowledge?
Yeah. So I go up to the nearest person.
I've typed in, I bellow this into the air and see who listens. Do you want that?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, let's do that. I come bearing gifts of knowledge, and yeah, I know I'm the best person at spending money.
Okay, I've already pressed enter.
I think you've probably got the gist of it.
Okay. Your announcement draws stares. Merchants pause their haggling. A tall man in fine robes approaches. Foreign knowledge bearer. Many claim wisdom, few possess it, he says. I am Kiefer, a court advisor. Prove your worth before wasting the Mansa's time. A crowd gathers and children begin to point. Guards eye you suspiciously. What do you do?
So I've got to prove my worth right here,
Right now.
like a throwdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit me with some knowledge. What would be? I don't know. What would be interesting? I can't like rustle up some fireworks.
Well,
on the spot.
what about Keon's ideas, like glasses? You could ask. I can see you squinting there, sir. Do you know what would help
Yeah,
you?
I could take some. I wonder if Claude would let me take some glasses out of my pocket. It probably would.
Try
And a
it.
clock out of my other.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show.
go-
Yeah,
go
I'll
for
do
it.
that. Well, I'll show you two contraptions right here, right now. I see you squinting. Try these on for size, and I pulled some glasses out of my left pocket. Do they have pockets? I point at my pocket and say, "Check that out." You guys didn't even think of that.
Like, is
They
this
have-
like a sort of a dodgy watch dealer?
Yeah,
so on the
exactly.
inside of your jacket.
Like I got, you want pockets? I got pockets everywhere. And then this is where Claude's like, "Mate, they invented pockets."
Yeah.
So I'll show them pockets. I'll show them-
Or his vision was fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, 20/20 vision.
yeah.
Don't need to worry about his.
Pockets, and then pocket watch, in the form of a mechanical clock. But I basically, let's go a step further and just go straight to the pocket watch. And yeah, so my knowledge is not limited to these things, but that's just a small sample,
A little taster
a
of.
little
Yeah.
appetizer.
I
of
I
guess.
think
some
that's
of
enough
things.
to keep you around, I think.
Yeah.
This guy could be handy.
I'm also trying to think. I wonder if there's any uses of gold that it's never occurred to them.
Can you research that, Keon? What are the industrial uses
like
of gold?
electronics,
Because
right?
silver has got a lot of industrial uses, but I don't know if gold has.
I think
really.
gold is used in electronics.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if it's used in other things. Like all I can think is like gold leaf on food, or like those facial scrub masks. Have you guys thought about doing this with your gold?
You've got a lot of gold, and
Yeah.
sir, this is the next best thing.
Conductivity. So it's a good conductor of
I
metal.
think I might have to invent
Gold plating.
electricity at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry, just going back to this clock. Describe it. Is it marvelous? What's it made of?
I'm going to say it's made of platinum
Okay.
and just showing off some other metals. Maybe I should say, would a platinum watch even work? Platinum's not soft metal, is it? Because gold's too soft. Do these guys have alloys? Because if they're just walking around
There's
with
some
soft gold.
alloys on the caravans.
Yeah, I'd say it's made out. It's platinum with a scratch-proof. What's the iPhone glass called? Gorilla Glass front, and the mechanics of it are intricate beyond belief. So it'll be a marvel for them to behold all the little tiny intricate components that I know how to craft.
And just to help me as I craft your reply to Kiefer, what's your tone? Are you cocky? If you were to pick a character from popular culture who might sum up your style, you're not Danny Dyer.
No.
Who are you?
You know the market callers who are like, pound a bunch of bananas. But maybe not like that. I'm thinking maybe some kind of mad scientist. But no, what would endear me to them? I don't know. I don't want to scare them away.
Basically, what I'm trying to get at is, do you want to use the word mate when you're speaking to him, or do you want to call him sir?
This guy, I think I'll call him sir.
Yep.
And I'll kind of speak in a sort of wise cadence. Like a sort of Gandalf or,
I'm not going to write, I'm going to type the word
don't
Gandalf.
type the word Gandalf, but you know what I mean? Just somebody who speaks with authority and patience and wisdom.
Cool. Kiefer stares. His eyes widen behind the bifocals. He turns the clock over in trembling hands. Impossible craftsmanship. He removes the glasses. Guards, escort this wizard to the palace carefully. 4 armed men surround you. Whispers follow as you're marched through streets of mud-bricked buildings toward a magnificent structure. Fun fact. Keon, you want to be the judge of whether this is fun or not?
The fun facts are back.
Not whether it's true or not, just whether it's
fun.
Any interest.
I think it's quite fun. Timbuktu's libraries held over 700,000 manuscripts during this era, making it one of the world's greatest centres of learning. Fun? Or just factual?
It's impressive.
Impressive, not fun.
Depends what's in the manuscripts. Is it like rude stuff?
Just cartoons. Look at this one. Graphic novels. Okay, what do you do?
So sorry.
You're being marched along,
marched along.
to I think straight to a magnificent structure, which is presumably where Mansa Musa lives.
Yeah.
And they think you're a very valuable wizard.
Yeah. I might say to him, like, please be more careful with your manhandling. Maybe do you think I should get them to try and carry him in a carriage or something? Something more appropriate to a
Wizard.
And I'll be like, yep, good.
What about a sedan, like one of those chairs that they sort of...
That's what I was thinking.
You want to be borne aloft by... Okay.
Do they have them there?
Well, you can... I reckon they can fashion one for you, can't they?
Carry one of them.
What are they called then?
I think it's a sedan chair. And I don't,
like a Renault sedan.
Like a Renault sedan, yeah. But a chair.
That's what they named it after.
I don't know if they did, but it could be.
He was like, I beg to disagree. Yeah, so carry me aloft in a fancy chair, basically.
It is a sedan chair, yeah.
And I'm a bit peckish, so I will have some food whilst I wait for an audience with Mansa Musa.
When you say an audience with, you mean like you want people...
I want to meet him.
Yeah, but an audience with, you mean you want like an audience?
No, just like to meet...
Just to meet him?
Yeah, it's like an audience with the emperor. It's just
have a meeting.
Get to meet him.
Yeah.
There probably will be people watching.
Yeah, but you don't mean like you want to have a...
It's not like one of those chat shows where
This is your life.
It's not Graham Norton.
Yeah, an audience with Graham Norton.
It's more like Dragon's Den, if anything, isn't it? It really is.
Actually, yeah.
Actually, I think that's probably a route we could go down and explore. So I say, good sir, please be more careful with your manhandling. Please can I travel in a sedan chair, a fancy chair? I'm a bit peckish. Bring me some food while I wait for my audience with MM.
Nice.
I think so. What you're doing, you're creating a
authority.
A sense of this is an important guy. Yeah. You're acting like a.
But I'm trying to tone down the usual matiness.
Yeah.
'Cause I think like they wouldn't take kindly to that.
No.
No, show some respect.
Yeah.
Kiefer mutters something. The guards loosen their grip. Foreigners and their demands. He snaps his fingers. Bring a carrying chair and food. You're seated in a wooden chair hoisted by 4 men. Going well. Market goers gawk as you pass. A boy runs alongside, offering dried fruit and millet cakes.
Excellent. Faster, boy.
The palace looms.
Oh yeah, what's that one?
Definitely abusing your power as a man of knowledge. The palace looms. Golden spires catch sunlight. You're lowered at the entrance where guards in rich uniforms stand sentinel. Inside awaits grandeur beyond imagining. What do you do?
I walk in and I go find where Mansa Musa is. Wherever.
Surely they'll take you to him.
Yeah.
You ain't got to find him.
Yes, is he
in this room?
Is he that? Is it like, how many rooms in this place?
So I've typed, I walk in and go find MM.
Yeah.
It says, guards cross spears, blocking your path.
Oh.
Protocol demands announcement, one barks.
Okay.
Kiefer hurries beside you. Patience or death, foreigner? Patience, please.
Yes, please.
You wait in an antechamber. Incense hangs heavy. Gold-threaded tapestries line walls. Hours pass.
Oh.
Finally, doors swing open. A massive hall stretches before you. At its end sits Mansa Musa himself, draped in gold, surrounded by advisors. The foreign knowledge bearer, announces a herald. All eyes turn to you to do.
So, I walk in, and I'm looking at the ground as I walk in, and I go stand in front of him, and I kneel down, and I sprinkle dust on my head, and I say, Emperor Mansa Musa, I come bearing gifts of knowledge of how to spend your vast wealth in a really interesting way.
So you sprinkle dust on your head.
So I read,
That's a thing, is it? Okay.
apparently, I asked Claude for some advice.
Yeah.
How shall I deal with this guy? And it said, oh no, you do not look him in the eye.
Okay.
You should, when you first meet him,
Okay.
kneel down, sprinkle dust on your head. And there might have been something else, I've forgotten it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like the ultimate show of respect
Okay.
to this guy. Because I think if I don't do that, he's not going to give me the time of day.
Is that how everyone has to address him, by sprinkling dust around?
I don't know if
Gold
it's like if it's just like the first time you meet.
Oh, right,
Or
okay.
if it's like, it would get really tedious.
Yeah, it would.
Oh
yeah.
God, there's no dust left.
Can't say anything until you've got some.
So what do you want to say to him, Emperor Musa?
I wonder if I should at this point. I can teach you how to gold plate everything. I wonder if he'd want to do that though, if he has actual gold. If he'd want to gold plate everything else, but we'll see. And I have knowledge of the stars and how to get there.
To the stars.
What?
I mean, I don't, but I'm trying.
Right. It's a big boast, isn't it?
You gotta warm them up with a big pitch.
You're going to take him to the stars,
I want to go to space
right?
in the 14th century. Is that
Okay.
too much to ask?
No, not when you're talking to the man who's got it
Yeah,
all the money. That means you've got all the resources.
exactly. I can't remember. Have I got a mission or anything? Oh,
But basically, bring his gold back into the 21st
Yeah.
century,
yes. Okay.
which is
Let's not
wild.
lose track of that.
Yeah. A murmur ripples through the court. Mansa Musa leans forward, eyes narrow. Gold plate. We have gold aplenty. Stars? Our astronomers know them well. His voice rumbles like thunder. Yet you enter boldly. Tell me one thing I cannot already command with my wealth. An advisor whispers in his ear. Musa nods, stroking his beard. You have until sundown to impress me, or join the skulls that decorate our eastern gate. The court falls silent, waiting.
Oh.
What do you do?
He's a barrel of laughs, isn't he?
Sundown to impress him. I wonder if I can borrow some resources to impress him with, because I still don't have anything other than
Well, you've got your glasses and your
And my
clock.
watch.
That's it.
I could like make a fire. So what can I impress him with that he can't buy himself? Well, I guess he can't buy things that don't exist, right? So what can I make in a day with
With glasses.
glasses and a clock? Could I make some kind of? I feel like maybe some kind of helicopter or something, like a human powered. I know we sort of did this in the
Your Egyptian
like a
adventure.
cat powered. Well, I could invent a plane.
Okay.
Because that's, I say easy.
That's basics.
A basic plane.
Okay.
I just need some kind of propeller,
Okay.
but I would be a pedal plane.
Okay. A pedal plane.
So I've got.
I make a pedal plane.
I make a pedal. Yeah. So I say to him, what would you call him? My liege.
Yeah.
My liege, I can do just that. If you would permit me access to a workshop, a few able-bodied assistants, and some resources, I will create something that'll impress you more than anything you've ever seen.
And what resources do you want?
Like I need
Paper, papyrus.
I need wood. I need some gold. I need some animal skins,
Wooden poles.
wooden poles, and
What about a hot air balloon? Because that would be pretty stunning, wouldn't it? No, go with the plane.
I think a plane would be more impressive if
Okay.
I can get it off the ground. I also don't actually know. I've got a feeling this might be like a really flat location. I'm hoping there's some hills. Oh, I'll just do it from the top of his giant
Structure.
palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll base jump.
Crikey.
Do you think I should tell it what I want to build at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I ask him for these resources. I then spend, I'm assuming it's early in the morning, although I have had to wait a few hours. Hopefully it's summer and there's plenty of daylight hours. I then spend the remaining hours building a lightweight glider, pedal-powered
Oh,
glider.
hang on, I accidentally pressed enter.
Fuck.
But
You can stop
promise-
it and
it's
press
promise-
the pencil.
I don't think we need to. I think
Oh.
it works quite well.
He's just non-stop interrupted you all.
It's like,
whole episode. Dan, I'm pressing it now. I love listening to you today.
Claude's
Right?
on concise mode, Tan's on concise mode.
No, it's breaking up nicely. It's sort of just laying the ground for you. Moose's eyes spot. So I
You just
typed
told
in-
him that I want resources.
I say to him, my liege, I will do just that. Permit me access to a workshop, some able-bodied assistants, and some wood, gold, animal skins, wooden poles, and such. I will build something that will blow your freaking mind, Mansa. And I accidentally pressed enter at that point.
Wait, so I called him by his first name?
I think Mansa is like sort of king, isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
Lord or emperor. Moose's eyes spark with interest. He claps once. Very well. You shall have your chance, he gestures to a servant. Take him to the craftsman's quarter. Provide what he needs. You're led to a workshop near the palace. Apprentices watch nervously as you enter. Materials arrive. Wood, gold leaf, leather, and tools. The sun has begun its descent. You have perhaps 3 hours.
3 hours. Shit.
It's like the Great British Bake Off, but just with a bit more at stake.
Yeah, it's slightly harder than a cake.
Yeah, I hope I don't get a soggy bottom in this one. 3 hours, right. Well, I get to work with gusto and I craft. I'm just wondering if I should just do a glider or whether I should try and craft a full-on plane.
Well, I think I don't know, what do you think? Ian? I would say go with the glider because it's
Yeah.
simpler. It'll still blow their minds and you've got a greater chance of success and you're not sort of like going, oh, I make a flying helicopter and it's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
sort of,
So I make a lightweight, single-person glider fashioned out of wood and what am I using for the wings? I think just stretched animal skins and stuff. But crucially, I brand it really nicely.
Yeah.
That's the most.
the marketing is incredible.
All about the image.
This thing is going to look so good. Of course, it's got gold on it, but I'm not just going to cover the whole thing in gold because that's boring. I'm going to use nice gold accents to really lift it. So along the edging and stuff to give it like a nice aerodynamic feel to it. And at the end, I'll sort of shake some gold dust over the tips of the wings or whatever, just to finish it off.
You got like an army of people who are building this for you. You're
I've
just
got some
like,
assistants
telling
so-
them what to do.
Yeah. So what I'll like proper multitask. I'll be like, right, I'm extremely good at delegating. You three are building this. You're going to do this bit. You report to me if there's any problems, and I'll just be the master delegator. Get them all working in unison.
Lovely.
We get it all done in the nick of time, and have one of those reveal moments, where there's like a curtain, and it sort of pulls back to reveal the contraption. Or maybe even there's before and after, like all the spare bits of wood and everything on one side. And then like I sort of pull this curtain open and then there's a fanfare of people playing era appropriate equivalents of trumpets or whatever they've got, playing a big musical fanfare to really get the hype going. And then I say to Musa, what do you think to this? And I'll wait for his response before I then...
Are you then going to basically run, grab the glider and then take off and basically glide along the floor? Or something?
So I'm picturing it like...
Do you want to get it up on top somewhere?
I'll get them to take it up to the top after I've done the big reveal. They'll take it to the highest point of the building. And I'm picturing it like one of those, not like a paraglider thing. It's more like there is a cockpit that I get into. Do you know what I mean? But
like a microlight.
Like a microlight, yeah. But I can do a running jump into it. That's just going to look really smooth. So I run, jump into the sort of cockpit, grab these sort of handlebars, and then that launches me off the roof. and then I can use the controls to glide, and because it's so aerodynamic and so light, I can keep catching like
little gusts and uplifts.
Yeah,
and
because the desert heat, or it's a hot country, right? So there's lots of eddies that I can hit, and I can stay aloft for as long as I want, basically.
And where are you gonna you can do like an impressive landing. Like you can't just cause destruction.
That's true. Yeah,
You got to find a good landing spot, and like in front of him, I suppose. So when you land, you go ta-da.
yeah. I wonder if I can land it in a really spectacular way,
Yeah.
sort of like a vertical landing.
Do a loop or something.
Yes, I'll do.
Do a loop. Maybe spell his name. Might be too far.
Shall I do a loop the loop? Or
Of course.
So yeah, I'll do a loop the loop, and then when I finally decide to land, I'll kind of do it in such a stylish way that I basically fling the microlight off me, and I come out of it and do a backflip and land on the ground, and I land like sort of that.
Almost like an Iron Man pose.
Yeah. And then I stand up, and I sort of I wonder if I'm allowed to look at him at this point and just wink.
Just go, well.
Let's leave it at that because that's a lot.
And meanwhile, your microlight crashes because there's no pilot, or does it land? Does it just glide to a nice stop?
I'm hoping that it. In fact, let's not tell it that it lands perfectly, because I would
You
like
want to see what happens.
Yeah, Claude to do a bit of telling me what happens. But my intention is that I'll say, and I hope that it lands safely. Like my intention is for it to land smoothly, but I don't want to say that it lands smoothly.
Okay, you've packed a lot into this answer. It said, "What do you want to do?" And you've really gone to town.
Got a few ideas.
Assistants scurry, materials transform, the glider takes shape. Elegant wooden frame, taut skins, gleaming gold trim. Mansa Musa watches from a throne carried to the rooftop, and sunset bathes everything crimson. You leap. Collective gasps. For a precious moment, you saw a god bird glittering against darkening sky. The loop draws screams. You're landing? Perfect.
Yay.
Musa stands. Silence falls. Magic?
Oh no.
Trembles.
Oh god, the witch thing.
Thinks
Oh, I
it's
forgot about
magic. It's
that.
not magic, it's science, mate.
It says magic or knowledge. And it's saying what you say. Both grant power, you answer.
Oh, you're treading on very careful lines there.
Yeah. Hedging your
Very
bets,
thin.
I think, aren't
Yeah.
you? He laughs. I want one.
Because he does.
And whatever else you can create. Trade agreement granted. Victory is yours.
Yeah, because you're gonna sell him all these planes.
Sell him planes.
You're gonna take all that gold and
Wow.
do a runner.
So it says it's just dropped it there. Victory is yours. So it hasn't gone back to what your original mission was. It's just saying you
But is it
convinced them.
saying victory is yours for the taking, or literally you've won?
I think
he's
it's
won,
kind of
mate.
left it ambiguous. It might-
Well, if he
Should we
wants
just-
one, that means he's going to sell them, which means he's taking the gold.
do you want to say have I won, or is there more to do? Do you want to clarify?
Yeah, let's clarify that, because I would like to, going back to sort of the billionaires, and we talked about Tesla in a previous episode, like the Tesla model, the first model, was designed so that they could then release the Model 3. There was always a plan to release the later cars,
Yeah.
but they had to do that first. So my plan would be to then go, you like gliders, mate? Fucking rockets.
Rockets.
Yeah.
So you're still set on getting to the moon.
I
or whatever it is.
reckon we can get somebody from
someone pretty
this
high
era as high as possible. Maybe I won't volunteer for the first initial one, but I reckon we could get somebody in space. Unless it says you've won and that's it. Oh, okay.
I said, have I won the game according to my mission, or is there more to do?
Yeah.
It says, congratulations, Ryan. You've successfully completed your mission by securing a trade agreement with Mansa Musa through an impressive demonstration of future technology. So you're right, Keanu. It sounds like he's won. Your glider not only convinced him of your value, but also opened the door to bringing Marley's gold to your home time period.
I don't get that.
They've just
That's
decided.
bullshit. That's
Yeah.
bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we push back on that?
I think it's
that
push
is
back.
bullshit.
Be like, my home time period is like 500 or whatever it is, 700 years later.
Okay, so I've just pushed back. Whoa, my time period is about 700 years in the future. What are you talking about? How am I getting his gold to my time zone? Is there a wormhole or something? A, are you happy with that? And B, do you want to put something back in about the stars and getting into space?
Yeah. So is there a wormhole or something? Because I have an idea. I say to Musa, "You think that's impressive? Wait till you see my next invention." And then, without sort of going through the whole explanation, but I basically say, I take everything I've learned and take it up a gear with more people, more materials. With his ultimate resources at my disposal, I craft a rocket using era-appropriate materials. I think it would probably be like a giant trebuchet that launches a capsule into the atmosphere. So I build it, and then somebody can be the first person into space. We will test it and launch it. And what I'm hoping is that it A, just lets me do it, and then B, because I imagine like the physics of flinging somebody so hard that they go to space would be like the centrifugal force would just kill you, right?
Yeah.
I think if in order to fling somebody from the ground into space, you'd have to rotate so fast that they would be like squashed by the centrifugal force.
Well, even if you don't get a person into space, you could get just like a gold rock or something.
I want to do
Get a person.
straight, not even going to test it with Sputnik, we're going to go straight to the person. But I'm hoping Claude pushes back and says you build it and then...
This is what really happens.
This is what really happens.
A rocket! Madness! Wonderful madness! Musa claps, delighted.
Oh.
You spend months gathering saltpeter, charcoal, sulphur. I think that's your that's your gunpowder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Workers build your massive trebuchet launcher on palace grounds.
He wants to have it right in his... He wants to be able to see what we're doing. It's like Apollo 11, like standing next to like Buckingham Palace or something.
The golden capsule gleams, cushioned inside with silk.
Of course.
The volunteer, a condemned prisoner promised freedom. That's pretty dark, actually. Goodness me. Trembled
I'm not surprised.
as he's sealed inside. Oh, God, right. Whack! The capsule soars, trailing smoke. Higher! Higher!
broke down.
Higher! Gone! It never returns.
Oh my god.
What?
Musa turns to you, eyes wide. Can you make one that returns with stars? Your future dealings now have a portal. Capsules buried in precise locations to be unearthed in your time.
Oh.
What's your next move? The thing that just got me was that your trebuchet launches this gold capsule that just goes higher and higher, and it's gone. And it's
Just like,
is it coming down?
Yeah.
it works.
Oh, geez. Okay.
That's good.
It says, "What's your next move?"
I mean,
Where'd you go from there?
I think where can you go? Do I want to build one that returns? I don't know. I would quite like to see what happened to that guy.
That poor guy who's been sealed in.
I don't know.
You could ask, just out of interest, what would have happened to the volunteer? I mean, it's probably gruesome, isn't it? But
Yeah, I think we'll leave it in that and just be like,
do you want to bury some gold for the future? And
I
just-
definitely want to bury some gold.
How much?
I reckon a good couple of metric tons.
Okay.
But like, where would be a really silly place to bury? You know, like if somebody comes across something and there'll be like a gold rush.
Well, where do you live now? You live in Charlton, don't you? Do you reckon
Yeah.
you could build it at...
Just beneath this
In
pub.
Wolf-
Do you think it's there now? Well, because I'd have to lug it all the way back.
But, you know,
I know, I could glide it.
you could glide
I
it,
could trebuchet it.
trebuchet over to Charlton.
I reckon just leave it at that. I think I've
You,
achieved.
you don't want to bury the gold.
No, but I do want to find out what happened to the test pilot and is his name. I say to Musa, yeah, I could do that, but I won't. What do we reckon's happened to this guy? And then we'll leave it at that.
Do you want to ask Musa what happened to the guy, or do you want to actually ask Game Master what happened to the guy? I think Musa would probably say something like he's joined the Angels or something,
Yeah.
wouldn't he? Which isn't probably technically true.
Let's ask Musa,
Okay.
and then ask ChatGPT Claude. Sorry.
Okay, I think it's gone Claude, and he's inserted himself into the story.
Okay.
At the last minute. He's dead, I say bluntly.
Oh,
Bit
okay.
Is it on concise mode?
Blimey.
Crushed by the force or suffocated in the heavens, the capsule couldn't protect him. So that's, I think, Game Master speaking. And then Musa is here with you and Game Master, and Musa says, well, Musa's face darkens. "You killed my subject to prove a point. To show the limits of your knowledge," I reply. Hang on.
What? Is it speaking on my behalf?
No, I think it's like Game Master is jumping in. And it says, "To show the limits of our knowledge," I reply. "Some journeys require more than gold and will." So this is Game Master like advocating for you to Musa, I think. Slightly a weird...
I'm so confused.
It's hard to keep track of, in fairness.
The moral of the story is something like too much money. I don't know.
The moral of the story is when it says you've got victory, don't question
Stop.
it.
Yeah. just quit while you're ahead.
That's the end.
It says, Musa stares at the sky. "Then teach me what can be learned without such sacrifice," he says. Guards watch nervously, the court waits. What do you do? I guess you can just say, "Well, I go home. Have a nice nap."
Yeah, I leave.
Okay. "Then go," Musa says, waving dismissively. "You've proven yourself useful, but dangerous. Guards part, and you walk free through the palace gates." Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought they would
You
just
got out.
murder me.
Yeah.
Kill me on the spot.
A night falls on Timbuktu. Marketplace torches flicker. Scholars debate in lamplit halls, so all the usual stuff. You've changed this timeline. Stories will be spread of the flying machine, and astronomers look skyward differently, presumably looking for the the gold the gold nugget flying through space. And it says that your mission remains incomplete. The gold trade agreement hangs in the balance, so it's kind of gone back on itself there. But
I shouldn't have
just stopped. Do you want to just do something like bury a little coin for the future and then have a look and see if it's there when you get home or not?
On my way out, I steal a big bag of gold dust and head back to Charlton.
Are you going to say that you bury it?
Oh yeah,
And then I go back to I bury it at my house where I live in 2025. I'm there now. If I look in my garden, will it be there?
Yeah.
In your game, yes, the gold would be there. You created a clever time loop. In reality, no.
Well, thanks for explaining
It's
that,
honest,
George.
This is a simulation within our text adventure.
Brilliant.
The fictional gold dust you buried in medieval Mali wouldn't materialise in today's Charlton.
I love that it felt the need to explain that.
It says, your character completed an interesting arc from impressing Mansa Musa to stealing from him and fleeing through time. The mission wasn't completed as intended, but you found your own creative solution. So, congratulations.
Yeah.
Well done, Ryan.
Well, I thought that was fun. I got to meet the guy, got to impress him. So box ticked. I was kind of hoping that the moon, the rocket launch, would be part of the main story arc, not a chuck it in at the end. Yeah.
Higher. It keeps going. It's gone. It never comes back.
We could have done a whole series of test flights with bigger and bigger capsules and stuff. But, yeah.
Well, what have we learned?
Don't launch golden objects into the sky.
With a massive trebuchet.
Yeah, I think he was quite accommodating.
He was, yeah. And I think actually, although some of it was a little bit speculative and perhaps silly, you had done sufficient research with the dust sprinkling on the head, not making eye contact. I think that possibly just set the groundwork for
allowing me,
giving you permission.
But
to
then
be
I
silly.
feel like it went too far. I winked at him after landing like Iron Man.
The wink was a bit much.
Yeah.
It made me feel uncomfortable. I weren't even me. You're doing
Where's
that.
the consent? Yeah. No, but I would have laughed if it had allowed me to do this ridiculous flight, land like Iron Man, but then punished me for winking at him. But it didn't. It just
or the glider crashed and burned. Yeah, it was a little bit too permissive. So I think it's so hard to calibrate this Goldilocks. Too hard, too easy. I think we need to just crank it back up a notch, don't we?
I think so.
Because I don't think there's anything he would have said no to. He seemed to be very accommodating for someone who was quite ruthless.
I don't know. I mean, because it's tricky. Because if you when we did the failed attempt to use grok, it went too far down the era appropriate. It probably wouldn't have let you just build something without going, how do you build it? How do you do that? And you kind of want a bit of that, but you also want a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's the perpetual quest we pass.
Fact and fun. Where do they meet? What's your What's your cutter?
They meet right here on PastMaster. Maybe that could be our tagline.
Yeah.
Where facts meets fun.
We've now got a pin firmly in Africa on the PastMaster globe.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
well done.
Well, I think there's plenty more to explore.
It certainly is, yeah.
And then I think we need to do a few more in Asia as well. Other than that, deep seek tests,
Yes.
which was hilarious. But yeah, whereabouts would you guys want to go?
I'd like to go to South America. I'd like to go into the Amazon and go on a river trek, I think, exploring the jungle there.
Find some ancient ruins.
Yeah.
Nice. Where are you, Keon?
I'd probably go to. I've always been fascinated by North Korea.
Oh yeah.
I think you could have some fun there.
Well, yeah.
Like in more recent history, but
Yeah,
not
like the
too
60s or something.
Yeah, early days of Kim Sung Yun.
Kim Il Sung.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around him, scope him out. Maybe I could find a way to change things.
Okay, I think that's a pre-play waiting to be written there, mate. Just before we go, I've got a shout out to listener Ray. Big shout out to Ray, who's been in touch via Instagram, and he's been binging the show and has downloaded the prompt that's available via our newsletter to play his own games of PastMaster.
What's up, Ray?
He's been leaning hard into the fantastical elements and has had far more success than us in the game of PastMaster.
Oh, really? Showing off there.
What did he do? He eaten some devil fruit, in inverted commas, turning his body into fire.
Oh.
Got into metalworking, made some cool swords.
Cool.
Most impressive of all, he got into space, ascended humanity and started a new race.
Wow. Setting the bar high.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
But my favourite thing that Ray has done is adapted the prompt, instructing Game Master to grudgingly permit one cheat per game.
Ah.
And I love not that it's just permit a cheat, but grudgingly. It's got to really
Fine.
drag it out.
Fine, you can do that. But I feel like, I wonder if that would then make it stricter otherwise. Maybe we should do that with the prompt like, all right, you can do this silly glider thing,
But I'm going to come down on you like a ton of bricks otherwise.
Yeah, if you try to do anything else silly, like that's your free
lot.
pass. Yeah.
So anyway, I think, we should definitely try that. So Ray, here's to you. Thank you for playing PastMaster and for the love and kind words.
Let us know what you think of today's episode and where would you like us to go. Check out the map at map.pastmaster.ai and follow us on our socials, PastMasterPod, PastMasterAI. Drop us an email, pastmasterpod@gmail.com. And what else?
That'll do. Sign up to our newsletter if you like PastMaster stuff.
Sign up to a newsletter if you really hate the show. If you listened all the way to this point.
If you can't be bothered to listen, but you like to have a little quick read.
Little snippets.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Awesome.
That's it.
Well,
See you later, guys.
see you next time
Bye.
for more PastMaster Adventures.
Bye.
Bye. I'm off to space.
Ryan met the richest man who ever walked the earth. 700 billion heavy, what was that golden wealth worth? Look at these neat inventions from the future, mate. Bifocals and a pocket watch, Mansa's face blank slate. I'm hungry, Ryan mentioned, while demanding royal treatment. Carry me in a fancy chair, don't make this inconvenient. 60,000 servants hauling staff of solid gold. Sure, said Mansa, anything for wisdom yet untold. Up goes a prisoner in the golden catapult. Higher, higher, nearly there, whose fault? Soaring through the clouds with screams of dread. There's no coming back from this, the prisoner is dead. Paper money's genius when you swim in gold dust. Now Mansa shrug, got people for that they know to trust. Golden fireworks to light the desert nights. Why waste powder when my wealth can buy all city lights? I could be your stylist, reorganize your vault. Now said Mansa, eyeing prisoners, let's test that catapult. Space tourism's trending, here's my business blueprint. Mansa smiled wider, pointed at the trebuchet equipment. Up goes a prisoner in the golden catapult. Higher, higher, nearly there, whose fault? Soaring through the clouds with screams of dread. There's no coming back from this, the prisoner is dead. When you're worth more gold than God knows what to do with, and future boy arrives with schemes to screw with, time and space and basic laws of gravity, you just smile and test your launch trajectory. Thus ends the tale of Ryan's mounting mission, where physics met ambition and gold ammunition. PastMaster strikes again, where future's gone awry. Same time next week, sure try not to die.